Yo, what's good? It's Chosen SC, and I'm back with another video. And for this video, it's just about trusting, knowing it is already done. It is already done. Everything that you have been manifesting, it is already done. It has already been written, and you are divine, you are whole, and you are complete within yourself. You don't have to wait for this manifestation to come in order for you to feel like the best version of yourself. You don't need this manifestation. You don't need any other thing other than yourself to feel whole. And you gotta love exactly who you are right now, as you possess everything that you have ever been wanting. Everything that you have always needed has always been inside of you. And it's time for you to stop looking everywhere but yourself and turn inwards. Really turn inwards and understand that you were the present this whole time. You are truly the gift throughout your entire life. You were the blessing. You were the reward. Not anything outside of yourself. You were the reward, and you're actively being a reward to yourself and to others each and every second of your life. And this is just something that is so beautiful. You know, I feel like sometimes we can disassociate ourselves with our blessings because we believe our blessings is outside of ourselves, but our blessing is really us. Our blessing is watching ourselves grow, watching ourselves become a way better version than ourselves, and really just grow into a better version of ourselves. To be able to make it through the tough times, what you would call a hellish experience, to make it through hell and back and reach farther than you could even imagine, to make it far within your life, to really just reach so far that you had no idea you were capable of this. You knew to a certain extent that you were special, but you didn't know exactly what your capacity held. And even now, you're not living to your fullest capacity because you have infinite capacity. You have an infinite capacity, so there will never be a cap on the life that you will be able to live. You will always keep just one up in your life each and every day, each and every second of your life. You will always be growing. You will always be loving yourself because you just are. You just are infinite. You just are beautiful. You just are divine. So your life will be expressed in this beautiful way. You know, you got to stop waiting on your manifestations to come and stop thinking that it has to have a waiting period for it to come because it is already here. Everything that you want is not just going to be given to you by some external source. It's given to you by aligning to yourself right now, aligning and knowing that you already have this, and because you have this, you are able to feel the things that you want to feel with this manifestation. You are able to be the person that you want to be with this manifestation. You are able to love yourself to this extent because of your manifestations, because you are the creator. You have manifested everything that you wanted within your life because you are the creator of your manifestations. You are the creator and you are the anchor of your abundance. Each and every day, you are anchoring your abundance into your life and you are embodying your abundance. Abundance is just not some material thing. Abundance is your love, it's your heart, it's your soul, it's your entire creation. You are created with abundance, you are created with love, and everything is an extension of love. Even the pain that we have went through, you know, it can be tough sometimes just reflecting on everything that we have been through, the challenges and the hurt that we have faced within our life. But it was all so beautiful and divinely orchestrated into making us who we are today. You know, it was a stepping stone acting as a pillar of greatness, seeing if we would view it in a negative perspective or with a negative connotation, or really just embrace it for who it is and what it truly was. You know, pain is a beautiful thing, and pain is what causes us to be ourselves. If we never went through pain, we wouldn't experience both sides of the spectrum. The good, which we'll call the good and bad, but it's not necessarily the good or the bad. It's just an experience. And with every experience, we can always take something from it. We can always learn something from it, and we can always transmute it into love because we came here to love. Love is the very essence of our being, and love is very important because love is what fuels the universe. Love is our universal currency, and love is what keeps us waking up each and every day and living our lives. So you gotta love yourself and you gotta love your pain. You gotta love your trauma and love your healing journey. Because you're not healing because you are broken, you are healing because you are special, and because you need to protect yourself from everything that is trying to set you off path. which they can't because it's already written. You know, you gotta understand that your path is already written. And guess who was the author? Yourself. You already wrote everything that you will experience within your life. You wrote every detour, you wrote every big adventure, every decision that you made within your life. You were the author of it all. And you are living out your greatest book within your life right now. You gotta understand that you are the greatest author ever created. You are the greatest creator ever created, and you are actively co-creating with the universe to live the life that is truly for you. And this is just such a beautiful thing, and you really just got to give yourself so much love, give yourself so much grace, and just enjoy the joy within life, because you are actively living out your life each and every day. And yes, we have went through some hard moments within our life, but now that we have passed those moments, we will not perpetuate the same cycles of living and dishing out pain that we have in the past. We have moved on from those karmic cycles, and we have fully just claimed the karmic retribution. We have fully claimed the karmic retribution and really just stepped out of karmic cycles to really just experience life in the way that we wanted to. You know, when people hurt each other, it goes and it's an endless cycle of hurt people hurting each other, just perpetuating the suffer of our own lives, keeping us in a never-ending cycle of pain, suffering, and traumas. But you have stepped out of this cycle, and now you are just observing. You are observing the ways that people have hurt each other, the ways that you probably have hurt yourself. Some of the things that we say that other people are hurting us is really self-inflicted because we allowed it. But this is perfectly fine, because as long as you can see yourself taking accountability from whatever that you have experienced, not blaming on others, that's very beautiful, because you have matured in such a way that your soul knows that everything is only a reflection of you. Everything can only be lived through you, and everything can only be allowed through you. You have allowed this experience, and this experience wasn't in vain. It allowed you to become the version of yourself right now. And if you have never gone through that experience within life, you wouldn't be who you are right now. So you just gotta love your life and just love everything that comes with life, as life is truly a blessing. Life is really the greatest blessing, and we gotta stop taking it for granted, because this is our life to live. We gotta stop thinking that life has to come towards us, and stop waiting for life to give us experiences when we are the true creator of our life. With each and every decision that we make on a day-to-day basis, whether it be small or big, we are illuminating our path of life. We are illustrating and creating a vivid painting of our lives. We are actively just creating and just embracing love for what it truly is. And this is a symbiotic connection with the universe. Really just loving and using your creativity as a fuel to create universes, to create planets. You're not just illuminating, you're not just radiating your light on Earth. It's reaching the frequencies of the universe, and you are attracting these frequencies to the type of life that you want to live. Understand that you will never go through the same pain that you have went through within your past. You have already gotten over those tough cycles. You have already gotten over those challenges, and you persevered through. And right now you are getting ready to live your life as a reward. Your life is truly a reward, and you are the reward within your life. Everything that you touch, it blossoms because of who you are, because of your energy, because of the type of energy and the presence that you give off. You don't necessarily have to say anything, you don't have to do anything, but just by you being you, your authenticity is just blooming endless flowers. You are truly like the sun, you are the sunshine, you are the rain, and you are just the essence of nature, just fueling nature and fueling the life of the planet, fueling the life of the universe. And the universe is really going to reward you for this. You got to understand that nothing you have ever done has gone unnoticed. Everyone was always watching you, even if they didn't say anything, but they just been watching from afar. They see the greatness, but they're just scared to tell you who you really are. But you have to find it out for yourself. You have to really just sit with yourself and really just see the ways that you really do create blessings within your life. Even through everything that you have been through within your life, you have always made a way for yourself. and not just made a way by surviving, but you have made a way and you have thrived in it. You are not living to survive anymore. We have gotten over those survivalistic mindsets. You are living to live your life, to exist as a human being, to really just experience and get the most out of life. You know, you wake up to with this mindset each and every day that you are going to live the life to the fullest. You are going to live your life to the fullest, and you will always get the most out of your life. And this is just a beautiful mindset that will always stick with you throughout your entire experience of life. You are just taking in every experience at it as it is, but also being present in the now. Understanding that the now is all that we have, and the now is where you can be the best version of yourself. Now is where you can make the most change. Now is where time exists, and time is not linear. You know, time exists simultaneously. You are constantly living in your past, your future, and the present all simultaneously, but you are making different decisions to make different parallel paths within your life. You are fueling different versions of yourself, and the one that is truly the highest version is emerging from the decision that you are making on a day-to-day basis. So you got to understand that you don't need to question it anymore. You don't need to question how everything is going to turn out within your life, because it just is. You know, it's going to happen in the most beautiful, divine ways that you can even imagine, you know, and it's going to have no explanation of it, but just because of who you are, the type of person that you are, and everything that you have went through, you know. And this is such a beautiful season within your life because you are truly seeing yourself for who you are. You have never been this version of yourself before. And I just want to say that you have never been this version of yourself before. And this is so beautiful because you are stepping into a new version of yourself, the highest version of yourself. You are actively embodying love in the highest way, in the highest favor. And you are highly favored, you are blessed, and you are loved. And love is always present around you because of who you are, the type of energy that you give off, and just because you are you. So there is no explanation on the type of life that you will be living, because it will be extraordinary, you know, out of the universe's creation and out of your own creation for yourself, out of you fueling your life and you perceiving life as the beauty that it truly is. You know, you're not assimilating to anyone else's mindset. You're not conforming to the system. You are truly living the life as a free, light-bearing God. You're living life as a free, light-bearing God. You're just paving the ways for many people. And many people are just seeing this and really just accepting who you are. They understand who you are and they see the beauty within you, and you are seeing the beauty within yourself. And I just want to say I love you, and you are so very important. You know, you are very important. And without you, where would we be within this world? You know, without you, you being your light, you sharing your joy, you being the true person that you are, you allowing your inner child to smile and shine. It's just a beautiful thing. And you are truly making a change within this world. You are making a change within this world, and you are doing everything that you need to do. And I just want to tell you that you are exactly where you need to be. You will always be exactly where you need to be, because the universe and you are placing yourself in the right places where you need to be. You are making the decisions that are truly fueling your soul and just allowing you to shine and radiate in your highest divinity. You know, just truly come back to the wholeness of who you are. And I just want to say I'm proud of you. You know, stop questioning how life is going to give you your rewards, and just allow it to come to you. You know, just stay present and just keep yourself grounded and anchored into your abundance, because abundance is your birthright. Abundance is who you are. You're created out of abundance and love, and you are the very essence of creation. You are the very essence of love. So I just want to say thank you for watching this video. And if you see this video is truly for you. You know, it's time for you to enjoy your life. It's time for you to just move in more joy, passion, and just love, because everything is about to change. Everything is happening in your highest favor. Peace.